G'day gamers. Sorry about that. Storm blew through, lost internet. And I decided to play it safe and wait a good half an hour after the storm had finished. So let's dive back on in. Hopefully the storm is gone. I've checked the weather radar and it looks like it's mostly gone now. But where I live on the east coast of Australia. Oh God, more rain. I live on the east coast of Australia, and in the city that I live in, we have mountains to the west of us. And every time storms come from the west, they can end up being pretty bad. However, I have noticed that the worst storms that we get are ones that come from the south, because they tend to come very quickly. And that's what happened here. Storm blew in very quickly from the south. We're going to go to the Fighters Guild, check to make sure we're done with this quest, which we should be, and see if there's any more that we can take. I think we may have to go to Coral, or is it somewhere else we've got to go to get the next quest? I don't recall. I feel like I want to do a good portion of the fighters quests before I start doing the mages quests. What have you been up to?
I understand Daedra worship has become increasingly prevalent in the Somerset Isle.
But that's just how I feel I want to do it.
Do you want something from me?
Well,
no. You hear about Gogan? A gang of thieves is running.
A pleasure to speak. I don't have anything for anyone in your rank. Check with Burrs Grokash in Shadenhall. He might have something. I'm sorry. An all-female gang of thieves has been recently plaguing Anvil with a very unique method of robbing. They pick on only the men. If you want to help us do something about it, go talk to Gogan and Malona. Let's just say Gogan is intimately involved and leave it at that. Sounds like everything is taken care of there. Good work. Goodbye.
Did we have any...
Good to... Lancilorum.
I'm looking for trainers.
Knowledge is power.
Athletics. No, thank you.
Goodbye.
How much money do I have? 1650. It's a bit, but it's not a huge amount. I might not buy any training just yet.
Hi there.
No, not that way. Where am I going? This way. There's the door. Me after saying I don't get lost.
Good to see you.
Hello there.
Did I get that quest to look into the all-female gang? Is that my current quest? It is. So who do I need to talk to? Gogan and Melonia. Two Anvil local residents. Is that in or out of the city? It's in the city. Okay.
Spare a coin for being found. I'm saving up enough for some medicine. Thank you, kind sir.
Blessings of
Akatosh upon you.
Yeah, well, I hope so. I'm just going to check that out right now. Actually, it'll be here under Mage's, won't it? And no, that doesn't give me a blessing. That's all right.
Greetings to you.
Not the end of the world. So this... No, this house here, maybe. There we go.
Hello.
Good morning.
I swear that when I passed by Benerus Manor last night, I heard someone scream from inside. Velwyn Benerus will never sell that death trap. Mark Delit is a dangerous one. What do you want? Talk to Malona. She runs the council. Judge, jury, and executioner. Talk to her.
How would you like to get my husband Gogan out of hot water? Oh, you heard about that? We were trying to keep it quiet, but people in this city are far too nosy. Very well, since you said you want to help.
G'day, David.
I don't suppose you've heard all the details about the gang of harlots running their little charade here in Anvil, have you? The women in the gang use their wiles to lure men out to some remote location and rob them blind. It's been going on for some time now. The city guard hasn't done very much about it, because frankly, the men who are robbed are so embarrassed they don't want to report it. Take, for example, that good-for-nothing husband of mine, Gogan. He cared more about their charms than my own. When Gogan was, with the women, they took something quite valuable from him. No, it's not what you're thinking. He was carrying a precious family heirloom with him when he was lured out to their lair. It was a small ring given to him on our wedding day. The ring belonged to my mother and has been in the family for generations. I'm willing to give you all the money I have to get it back, 100 gold. Can you help us?
Now, let me get this straight. You're supposedly the head of the council for the city, and all the money you have is only 100 gold. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm afraid I can't offer you much help, but I'll do what I can. All I can tell you is that the best place to start is at the Flowing Bowl. It's a tavern located outside the city walls near the waterfront. Gogan may be able to give you more information beyond that. The Flowing Bowl...
What do you want? See, my wife couldn't... Yes, it's true. I lost the family ring to those sirens. I'm ashamed about the whole incident, but not ashamed enough to ask for your help. I was sitting in the Flowing Bowl when the most fetching Nordwoman you've ever seen walked in with an equally attractive Imperial woman following. After we exchanged words, I followed them out to a farmhouse. Inside, they asked me to remove my clothes and items. Well, I did. And then suddenly they brandished weapons and robbed me. They sent me away with barely a stitch of clothing. Harlots. Just please, help me get that ring back. I want to save what's left of my marriage.
Sure.
I'm merely a man. How could I resist? What a mess I've gotten myself into.
No, that's not the entrance door gate. Where's the door?
Hail.
It's already-
What is it?
There it is. We're going to... the Flowing Bowl. Is that the first or the second? It's the first.
Anytime now.
I don't know what to think about the attack on the chapel. Things seem to go from bad to worse, don't they?
Indeed.
Bye.
You too. Do you want something from...
I
How are
haven't
you
seen
today?
you here before. Aw, and you're all alone, too. How sad. Well, if you're up to it, I think we can solve that little problem. You see, me and Faustina here are lonely, too. And we've been looking for someone.
Signe
You look
Homewrecker.
like just what we need. I'll tell you what. We have a cozy farmhouse not far from here where we could, well, get to know each other much, much better. I'll mark it down on your map just so you won't forget where to find us. Meet us there around 11 o'clock. I can promise you a night of fun you won't soon forget. Do I really have to spell it out for you? Your...
Fine.
And
Heard any news from
I'm
the
gonna
other
wait
provinces?
all
It's
day.
today's your
I
lucky
understand
day,
David
so let's hear
worship has
it.
become
What's the latest?
increasingly
Any news?
prevalent
They
in
say
the
that when you
Somerset
marry
Isles.
to
Everyone's saying
someone,
there's...
Oh goddamn day again! Another mission that's going to take forever. Did I have anything to sell? I don't think I did because I pretty much sold everything last time. I would love the next size up in backpack though. What are you doing?
Yes.
Where was it on the map that we have to go? Oh, it's actually out of town. Very well then. Well, this is my first experience of seeing what Oblivion's idea of flirting is. This is quite a way outside of town, I must say. Might as well have a look at this first. Fort Strand.
Your presence here will not be tolerated.
Anyone else? Because so far all I've had to do is block and then zap you both. And it's hardly seemed like a challenge at all, really. Yes, my presence will not be tolerated. Well, I don't tolerate that.
If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get.
That only took that long because I was technically struggling to hit the right key. Don't know why, but I wasn't hitting the... I don't know what I was hitting.
I've lost them. What's that?
Let's check and see if those voices... No, those voices I was hearing had to be through the old wooden door. There we go. And I'm encumbered. And then I go and pick up something even more. Right, let's do a touch of repairing then. This stuff barely needs it. Yeah, way over encumbered. Iron war axes. No, they're crap. Oh, and I got a level. I cannot sleep with enemies nearby. Well, that's strange because I don't see any enemies. That's an easy chest. that's right. That's never going to work because that's a very easy spell. So I am going to have to pull out a lockpick, unfortunately. There we go. And 12. I need to find another hood. I was wearing the hood earlier. Last stream, last episode, and for some reason I accidentally sold it. Get some light going so that we can see that. Actually, I really want to level up. Like, desperately, because I want to see if my experimentation with conjuration see that there. If my experimentation with conjuration is going to allow me to level up my intelligence this time. So now that I've killed that rat. Yes! And what do I want to level up? Willpower. Yeah. Very good. Yeah, I think the +5 is helping, but also understanding a little bit more about what I have to do. Like, I know now... Oh, I didn't see that there. I know now that I have to level up conjuration a little bit to get some intelligence for the level. No, go this way first. It's not going down. No, hang on. Yeah, let's see where that goes. It might go... No, hasn't gone outside. Get a decent spell.
Heard about Kvatch? They say the Daedra came from Oblivion and burned the whole city to the ground.
Are you a naughty puppy or a good puppy?
Indeed.
You're a naughty puppy.
Nothing I'd like to talk about. What's that? Good day.
There we go, and there's someone else here. Where are you? Can't loot the body. Till I find where you ran off to. Okay, maybe I can loot the body. There was a second person. He was talking to somebody. No, I don't want the dog bone. Rock Shatter. An unusual mace named Rock Shatter on the body of a Nord. The mace has a worn inscription on the half reading to Maeva and Yalif in honour of your union. I should hang on to this weapon as I'm sure Malif will want it back for her late husband's fate. Okay. I can't carry all of that, but I would like to. Ooh. Long Sword of Weariness. Interesting. Some more equipment that I cannot take yet because I will be burdened. Shock damage and weakness. Let's try the German pick on this first and hope we don't break it. Lock is too complex. Okay, so I'm never going to get through that. I feel like I should try and remember that that's here, so I can come back to it some other time. But I sort of doubt that's going to happen. I didn't come here to do a quest. I just saw it and went, oh, this is... This is on my map. I might as well have a look at it. Okay. Thankfully, my athletics is good enough that I didn't get injured by that. Full circle around that way. There's nothing else up here. Sort of feel like I should try and get across that gap though. Around this way. No, that's not a door. Temple with that. Damn it, that's what I should have done during the... I got knocked... I started the stream early and got knocked off by the storm. But, a problem that I should have resolved while I was waiting for the storm to pass was that I installed a mod that should have allowed me, when I open up inventory, to take everything. A take all mod. Oh, no, damn it. And the take all mod's not working for me, and I don't know why, so I do need to resolve that at some point. It's a little bit annoying. Okay, one more time. Let's just get our heal fully done. In fact, we can put our weapon away. That'll also help us get across the thing. Ah, missed it. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go sell up first. Well, maybe I should go out to the front, find a chest, and put all the stuff that I've looted in that and come back later. Because it's starting to get dark. And I've got to make it to this house by 11. Confront these harlots. So and in fact, I don't really want all this stuff, do I? I don't think I went down that way on the map, did I? No, I didn't.
What's that? you are.
Damn it. Just not quite getting it. Chests down here. It's a stupid place for me to leave stuff. But I might just dump stuff I don't need into this chest. So actually that's easy money. Let's drop that. Get a repair on. There we go. All good. Let's see if we can't get back out of here without falling down like she was all the time. There we go. And we've got to hustle to try and get to this. Okay. Yeah, we didn't do that area of the map either. How do I? There we go. Go around this way, up here. Dodge around that. Dodge around. No. Back up this way. That's the chest over there. I should have been putting everything in. And that's right, we didn't finish looking in there. We might come back later and finish this off. It's not urgent. It wasn't an active quest at the time. It assigns the A key to the take all, so you don't have to keep hitting the button. You can just hit the A key. It's a bit like in Skyrim, you can just hit R to take all. And I would really love it to be the R key, but I think what it's doing is it's doing the A key. Well, what the mod said was it was doing the A key to replicate what was in what's the game? You know, their post-apocalyptic one. Why can I never remember the name of it? Keep wanting to say Fortnite, but Fortnite is not it. Fallout, yes. I know it starts with an F. Okay, we are a touch early, but it's not too bad. It's a very down place, this. I may need to give myself a little bit more endurance as I'm leveling up. Because even just moving around like this, I'm not regenerating endurance at all. Stamina or whatever. Just wait around the side here for a few hours. Quick save. Now, I don't need a blade to kill these women. So we'll see what happens.
I see you took us up on our offer. Good. I'm glad to see you. Sydney will be along shortly. I'm sure we can find something to do while we wait. Now, we can't have you standing there all uncomfortable in all those clothes. Why don't you take everything off and place it there on the table? What? What are you talking about? Don't you want to have fun? Come on, don't be shy. Or are you here for something else? Damn, I knew it. You're working for the city guard, aren't you? I didn't think they would be stupid enough to send someone alone. But so be it. I should have known after I fenced that stupid ring and discovered it was a fake. Worthless. All part of the guard's plan, I suppose.
Of course.
Okay, girls. We got someone who doesn't want to cooperate.
And I had no choice but to kill them. Exactly. Take all.
We had a feeling you'd be surprised when you saw us in our real uniforms. I see you have a puzzled look on your face. Ask away. Gogan and I are really members of the Anvil City Watch. I suppose you could say we work undercover. We've been trying to foil Faustina's gang for months now. Every time we tried to interview a man who was lured there, they refused to talk. The women in the gang picked married men to seduce for just that reason. It was decided the only way to stop this gang was to send in a stranger. You fit the bill perfectly. It's a shame it had to end in so much violence. But someone was bound to get hurt sooner or later. We'll clean up the mess. Don't concern yourself about it. I'm sure you had no choice. If you ever find yourself back in Anvil, stop by any time and say hello. Oh, and please say nothing to anyone about our true identities. You've done well, and here's the reward that I promised. Don't spend all the money from the reward in one place.
Steel short sword, steel dagger. I'll take all. I keep hitting R to take all, and of course that's not working, and neither is the A. So, is there anything else here? Nothing there, but it's obvious there's something in the basement, and it's probably going to be. I was thinking maybe there was going to be some sort of torture chamber or something. It still could be, quite frankly. What's in the cupboard? Nothing. Just some ale and mead there. The lusty Argonian maid. Well, of course, there's going to be a copy of that. Oh, Ernest's best shirt. Ernest's fancy pants. Someone's necklace. Piranhaeus's iron cuirass. A letter. I can't wait to see you tonight. Every day is your true love. No idea who that's supposed to go to. Heinrich's shirt. Oakenhall's family heirlooms. I can open that up. Oh, no, I can't actually. That's right, because that's an easy spell, and that's a very easy spell. Apprentice lockpick. Actually, let's just triple check here that items are stolen. It's quick save. I want to make sure if I open this up I don't get accused of stealing. Come on. Man, I've got to get better. Open spells. Okay, that's open now. Take all of that. A whole bunch of that. A sack with more gold in it. A couple of silver glasses. A wedding gift. Someone's prize minotaur horn. I suppose I can take Ernest's pants and shoes, and that's Heinrich's shoes. Technically, this is just telling me who all of the... I suppose I'll be generous and say victims are. I don't know if the quest wants us to go and return this stuff to these people or not. But I could do that. Sort of surprised that that's it to the basement. It feels like there should be more. Like there should be a hidden room somewhere or something. Got everything out of that. Nothing more we can get out of there. I don't want any of that. I have no idea if we can return those.
Sorry, can't talk right now.
I didn't ask you to. Looks like she's
got a lot to do here. We can talk later in Anvil.
Yeah, fine. I take the hint. You want to be left alone. That's fine. We'll go back to Anvil. And we'll see if we can't identify a couple of these people and see if they want some of their stuff back. So, I think Oakenhull is one of the guys out at the docks. And then we've got Piranhaeus. Is that the... No, Piranhaeus wasn't the hunter that we were looking, that helped us to find the what's-her-name, was he? It was. Okay, come morning, we'll see if we can find him. Who else was there? Piranhaeus's shirt. Heinrich. I don't know who Heinrich is. And then there's Ernest. Anastaria. That's interesting because Astaria is a woman's name. Let's see what happens if we do try and return these.
Hi there.
Let's just try in the pub first to see if anybody want to know is in here.
Welcome to the Flowing Bowl.
No, I can't ask you questions about any of these people.
Take care. Yes.
No, you're not one of them. And neither are you. And they're all locked. Okay. So, come out here. We may have to wait until daytime.
How goes it?
It goes well. These are the drunks. They don't have what we want. I've seen this other guy hanging around the docks. Timothy LaRoche. Wow, this place is empty. That's interesting. The private rooms have no ceiling. Very strange, but the fact that there's nobody in the public room of the forecastle is bizarre. So I guess I'm going to have to wait until morning. To see if I can find some of these people. Why don't we just wait about 5 hours, because nobody seems to get up before about 8 o'clock in this place. Okay,
It's you. Hi.
It's you. Anyone in the... Still nobody in the forecastle. I don't even know if this place is legit or not.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Maybe I'll just have to find their houses.
Hello.
No, you're not anyone that I need to talk to find. Actually, it's interesting.
You're such a sweetie.
Yes, I know. I saw a video last night about it. I think it was called like 5 petty differences between Oblivion and Skyrim. And what it was well, 5 petty things that Oblivion did better than Skyrim is sort of the...
Today's your lucky day, so let's hear it.
So yeah, it was a list of things that they felt were minor things, but things that Oblivion did better than Skyrim.
What do you want?
Nope, I can't give him back
There's much I can show you.
his clothes.
Be seeing you.
I might as well just sell everything then, because I don't... If I can't give him back his stuff, I doubt I can give anybody else back their stuff. Whoever Ernest is, I don't know. Whoever Heinrich is... Another repair hammer. Yeah, it was talking about the 5 things that 5 petty things that Oblivion did better than Skyrim. And this walking around the city reminded me of the one that I really concentrated on. I can't remember what most of them were. But this main one was they said about the cities, and I sort of said this as well. It's actually interesting. When I first played Skyrim and I walked around the cities, I went, yes, this is what a city is supposed to feel like. Then after a while, I went, maybe this isn't quite what it should be, because it felt like the cities were actually pretty small. And that was one of the things they talked about here. They said one of the big differences between Oblivion and Skyrim is that technically Oblivion's cities are bigger than Skyrim's. And you can go, well, yes, Oblivion, the Imperial City, Cyrodiil, it's the capital of the Empire. But hang on a sec. The Imperial City is broken up into how many different map segments? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Technically, 10 if you include the prison. But just the main city itself is, 7 segments? Plus outliers? But even within those segments, the segments that are actually mostly residential, so the Elven Gardens, I think the Plaza District has a lot of people living in it, and the Market District as well. They all feel, each of those segments feels larger than most Skyrim cities. And when you go to a place like any of these cities, even Anvil where we are now, they actually did some math and they said, well, on average, there's 2 more buildings per city in Oblivion than there is in the cities in Skyrim. On top of that, there's 2 or 3 more actual cities in Oblivion than there is in Skyrim, because they considered some of the things in Skyrim just little towns because they are so small. But yeah, it's and looking at it now, I definitely agree that the cities in Oblivion are way bigger and feel more lived in. And they said, here's one of the things that blows your mind, right? Whiterun. There's actually not enough houses in Whiterun for all of the residents. So if you exclude things like the city guards, the companions who all live in communal areas, if you count up all the other people that you see living around the place, and you actually, if you know all of the relationships between people, so you say, okay, this person's married to this person, so they've got a house, and that's their kid or whatever, so you put them all together, there's actually several people who don't have houses. And the classic example is, I think his name is Nevain or something, the Red Guard guy that will walk around and ask you if you've been up to the Cloud District. Oh no, you wouldn't get up to that sort of area. I go up there all the time to meet with people and stuff. That guy, who is so annoying, he actually lives in the Drunken Huntsman because he doesn't have a house in Whiterun. Yeah, Nazim. That's right, Nazim. Nazim doesn't have his own house in Whiterun. He lives in the Drunken Huntsman. And there's a couple other people. And I noticed this a while back, that every single tavern that exists in Skyrim, even though most of them have 2 or 3 rooms in them that are like bedrooms, there's only ever 1 free bed. Because there are other people who don't have actual homes who end up living in all the various taverns around the cities in Skyrim. It's insane. Whereas it appears, I haven't sorted it all out in this, but it appears that everybody that you meet on the streets in the cities in Oblivion, if they're not like a guard or a member of, say, the Mages Guild or the Fighters Guild sort of thing, they will have a house. Now, if the house might be attached to their shop, or they might have a separate house somewhere else, or they could be a beggar, but even the beggars, as I've said before, the beggars in Oblivion have better accommodations. They actually have, you know, a little pallet that they sleep on and a little bag for their gear. So, you know, I said yesterday, I think it was, that I wouldn't want to be a beggar in Skyrim. I'd much rather be one in Oblivion, in Cyrodiil, because at least if I had nowhere else to sleep, I wouldn't be sleeping under a bush,
been making
which
weapons
is
and arms here
what
in
they do
Andrew
in
for 30
Whiterun.
years.
You
People
can
say
find some
I
of
do
those
good
kids
work,
that are
and I
street
don't aim
kids
to argue with them.
sleeping under bushes. So, yeah.
Have a look around. You won't find better prices
It
in
was
all
definitely an interesting video that I saw, and I went, yeah, you know what, that is correct. That is what happens here. I'm just going to sell this longsword of weariness. It was tempting to keep it and use it instead of my daikatana, but no, I think I'm just going to get rid of it for now until I can get a enchanting table thing set up. I'm not going to worry about it. And even then, I might not worry about it. Flawless emerald.
That's a good...
Oh, look at that. Oaken heirloom. Worth nothing. At least this cuirass is worth
a good
something.
price for a good... You drive...
No, wrong one.
You drive a hard bargain.
I still feel like I should try and find him and give him that.
Thank you for your business.
What
can I interest
you
you
have anything
in?
I want to buy? I don't think you do, because I've already got good armor. The only thing I really want at the moment is something to put on my head, although I should be just... What have I got it set on? 5. I should be doing that to get my content. Yeah, the architecture looks better. But that just could be the you know, this is going for a more... Skyrim is going for a more Nordic feel. This is going for a more... I wouldn't necessarily... I suppose it's medieval, but it's sort of... It's actually late medieval, more Renaissance. Maybe even later than Renaissance, really. Because medieval, there's a lot more wood involved and a lot less stone. The real medieval architecture. So it's more probably... It's a bit later. Medieval, I feel. So that's...
May the wind be
met.
on your
Here
back.
we go, Heinrich.
Heinrich Oakenhull, captain and shipmaster. My ship is in for refitting, so I'm high and dry for a while.
No, see, there's nothing here about his...
This better be good.
Oh, I don't want to do this. There's nothing here about giving him his stuff back, so...
Good day.
I guess I'll sell
Sure.
it and give it away.
Go on. Good day.
It was hopeful.
How are you today?
Greetings. Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in? Oh, you drive a hard bargain. That seems... You've made a fine... You got a... That's a good price for a good customer. A fine transaction.
Give that away because I don't want it. Let's just quickly check what you've got to sell. Apron of the Master Artisan, which I can't afford. Boots of the Eel, which I don't want. I don't know how often the corpses despawn. I wish they would, though. They're a bit of a nuisance just sitting there like that all the time. I feel like they do despawn eventually. I just don't know how long it takes.
Thank you for your patronage. Come back anytime.
Okay. Excuse me, emergency mute. Let's go to... I still do that. I still continually click away when I need to be going to the map. I need to go to Shaden Hall to get another Fighters Guild quest. And of course it's the middle of the night again, but we'll just sit down on a chair in here and take a bit of a nap for a few hours.
Hello there.
Until there's somebody that we can talk to. Or we might just pop downstairs and see if there's anything interesting to loot. Tiny backpack. Come on, give me better than tiny. Give me a medium one. I've got a small. I want the next one up. Have I been here before? No, I can't have. Oh, look, another tiny backpack. Yeah, because I wouldn't be finding backpacks if I had been here before. And shears, and nothing, and nothing. Right, what have you got? Steel sword, and some iron greaves. They will sell all right, and we will sell all right. Not much. Normally there's a few weapons sitting around too, and there's nothing. That's why I thought I'd been here before, because normally these racks have some short swords or something on them, but not this time. Well, I've got the unofficial Oblivion patch. And there's actually unofficial patches for each of the DLCs, and I've got them as well. So, I don't know... Ooh, I want that repaired. I don't know why I'm having things not despawn. I'm not making a big deal out of it for the moment. We're going to sit in this chair. We're going to look over this way. And we're going to wait for 7 hours. Well, as long as it doesn't take a real week, because that would be most annoying.
How goes it?
Oh, damn it. Stop running away. I need to talk to you.
You here looking for work, meat? Maybe you want a contract?
Yep.
I suppose I've got something for you. We need a weapons shipment delivered to Desolate Mine. That's your job.
Okay. And you're not gonna... There we go, you're giving me the gear now. I don't mind this mission.
Move your ass, boot.
I'll give you a boot to the arse, that's for sure. It's out to here. Quick save. Let's get our conjuration going. Over that way. Let's get down into the valley so we have a little bit easier going. Easy will be relative here, but let's see how we go. No, up over there. There we go. Here we go. Conjuration increase. That's what I wanted. So I might not bother doing that again and just see if one level of conjuration is enough for me to be able to increase my intelligence. Okay. And that's why we wear heavy armor, folks. But it's also why we should probably repair before we go in, just so that we're up to 100% ready to go. I've never actually seen what happens if I give these guys the wrong weapons. I know I can't give her
You
the
must
wrong
be the
weapon,
reinforcement from the...
because she takes
You've
what
made
she
it,
wants.
and just in time. We've got trouble with goblins here. I'll take the bow. You give the weapons to my other two men. You too.
You're the one with... Good. A hammer. Okay.
Ah, you... Excellent. A blade. I'm waiting.
Die!
That's not what I meant to press. What did I mean to press there? I don't know.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Can't let her die. Okay. Where'd the others go? Saw someone going in this direction. Sounds like they're through here. we got everybody. Good. No, wrong one. Put the sword away. Now I can just loot the place. G'day, Fortius. Okay, done with that. None of these goblins are carrying very much.
Well, they're all taken care of now. Good going.
Take it. I want my take all button, damn it. It's bugging me that I don't have it. Don't worry about that. Take all of that. Some silver. Nothing there. Okay, where am I on the map? Didn't I just come from this direction? No. Didn't. Silver vein. Some lights on. Okay, so that ends there. So we've done that. Okay, pretty sure that was the... Yeah, that was the way I came through there, so I've got to go out here. Through this way.
Take care.
Silver nuggets there, silver nuggets there. Nothing I want on you. That. Arrows on you, mace on you. We got nothing on you, nothing I want on you, nothing there. That. I want to go this way. We'll check that one in a second. Okay, dead end there. That's the way in. Let's not go that way. Let's go. Yeah, let's go this way. And then go through this way. Well, it's not the first, it's the, well, yeah, it depends on which place you go to get your first Fighters Guild mission. If you go to Shaden Hall, yes. If you go to Anvil, no. But it's the first of the Shaden Hall missions, yes, definitely. Ah! Oh, yeah, there was a trap there. That's alright. I can take a little bit of a hit like that. Gold nugget there, and that's right, there's a chest there with a weak healing potion, but I can just go like that. No, this isn't the same cave as yesterday, but it is another goblin cave. I get that chest? I did. Can barely remember what I did 2 seconds ago. Okay, so we did that.
Good to see you.
Yeah, this is the way out.
Pretty little town.
No, didn't lose anyone to log traps. I didn't realise there was a log trap in here. Yeah, I suppose there is, yeah. Nothing I want in there. What's in your chest up here? Oh, it's locked. Well, I just... Let's just make sure that we don't get... Ooh, we broke a lockpick. Yeah, most capes do look the same. There we go. And that wasn't stealing good. I didn't think it would be, but let's go back to our weapon.
Good enough.
And we'll get out of here. Yep, it's good enough for me. Got everything I wanted out of here. Got a little bit of carrying capacity, so we'll grab that axe and the mace. And head on back. No, not to Castle Shadenhall. To the west gate. Let's see, I've got... what mods do I have? I have a backpack mod. I have a Morrowind lockpicking mod, because I hate the lockpicking interface. You may have noticed that. I can't think what other mods I've got. Is there anything... No, there's nothing in here that lists your mods out. What were the other mods that I had?
Hi there.
Oh, the face texture remod. Whatever that one is. I don't remember what it's called. I think that's about it, really.
Haven't you taken care of...
Yeah, I've done the shipment.
You got the weapons there and cleared the mine with no casualties. Better than I expected from you. Here's your reward and a little bonus.
Yep, I got Shivering Isles. Don't think I'm going to do it, though. Not,
You've got duties to attend to. First, though, you're ready for advancement.
Ooh.
Looks like it's time for a promotion. Due to your performance, I name you Journeyman of the Fighters Guild. You're needed in Coral. Report to Velena Daunton. She's got some duties for you to take care of.
Duties.
Be seeing you.
I don't really... I'm not going to say I don't get the duties joke.
Well met.
But that's not a saying in Australia, so... Even though I sound like... a 12-year-old when I laugh at that. Let's quickly go back to Battlehorn Castle. I want to drop off that Oblivion stone or whatever it is. I'm putting everything in this chest here at the moment, aren't I? So... Can I... I can't get that out of my... Thankfully it weighs nothing, so that's good. 2 tiny backpacks to sell. I want to put that away. Actually, I don't have a huge amount of carrying capacity, but I could sell start to sell some of this stuff. Seeing as I'm close to coral. Sell that. And let's grab some of this stuff. Can I grab those? I can. I didn't see the little thing pop up. But thank you for the follow, Bone Doke. I'm assuming that's something like how you pronounce it, but we'll see. No, go to the north gate. Oh, 4 AM this time, hey? Let's just wait for a few hours. Go and sell stuff, then come back and do the quest. Grab the quest, whatever. Boone Duke. Okay. I might still be pronouncing it wrong. I do have... Well, people tell me I have an accent. It's Dutch for polishing cloth. Okay.
Hello, I'm Rashid. Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
So
That's a...
these...
That's a... You've made an excellent... You got... An ex... That's more...
What else we got?
A good...
Ooh, lots of gold nuggets.
You've made a good bit...
Lots of silver nuggets. And the
That's a fair... Thank you for your...
Actually, I didn't check.
Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all
I
Tamriel.
want to keep an eye out for silver weapons, because I'm going to need them before too long. So you don't have any. I might as well get you
I'm
to
pretty
repair
handy.
all
What
my
needs to be
stuff
fit?
while I'm waiting. No, I haven't started the Alien Statue Collector's Quest. Well, I actually haven't been playing this for very long. I'm new to this.
Take care.
I may sound like I know what I'm doing, but I only started playing this a couple of weeks ago, and this is my third start. I started playing as a SpellSword.
But I offer the finest goods and lowest price.
Started playing as a SpellSword and just found that
That's a fair
I was
deal.
having troubles with it because I couldn't get enough mana, magicka, however you want to pronounce it.
Tell your friends about me.
And
Farewell.
stopped that playthrough, started doing, and I did get a fair way into the, I was doing some of the Fighters Guild, some of the Mages Guild, some of the Knights of the Nine, so I got a little way through a lot of that stuff,
Oh, hello.
but I really didn't do much on the main quest line. But I wanted to... I just wasn't happy with the playthrough, so I restarted as an archer. But I have problems with archery in these games. It doesn't quite work the way I would like it to. Well, my play style doesn't suit it. So I decided to restart, and I wanted to do something a bit closer to a BattleMage, but I ended up building my own class. It's sort of a cross between a BattleMage and a SpellSword. And thanks for the follow, Arbiter. I don't know why the little thing up there isn't popping up. It may be due to the fact that I had a bit of a problem earlier. We had a storm come through. I started streaming about 2.5 hours ago. I streamed for about half an hour, and then a storm came through and knocked my connection out. And I think that's why I'm not getting the little pop up on the screen when people...
Hello?
Something I can do for you?
Everybody's talking about the hero of Kvatch. They say he actually went into an Oblivion gate and destroyed it.
Well, that would be me.
What?
Yes, I did.
Of course. Greetings.
Duty.
We are a brotherhood, a family. What affects one of us affects us all. Fighting drunkenness, I would...
Yeah, I agree. Custom classes are the way to go, but I really didn't build this as well as I could have. Because I didn't realize fully at the time that I needed to improve either alchemy, mysticism, or conjuration to be able to increase my intelligence at each level. So I didn't make any of those my primary skills, which was a bit of a problem. But I'm going to keep going with it.
For now, Modrin Orion will be handling your duty assignment.
Speak to Modrin.
Just
I can
do your
that.
job.
He's downstairs.
What do you want?
Duty.
Duties for you. Fine. I'll speak slowly so you can keep up. I want you to contact Maglir. He's one of your Fighters Guild brothers, but he's defaulted on a contract. We can't allow that. Makes us all look bad. He didn't finish out a contract in Skingrad. Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. He's raw like you. Go and find out what's wrong with him.
I can do that.
Don't just stand there. Move!
Morning.
I can't believe that Bristel would live with that momentous anchoress.
Well, I feel like I'm hooked on both Oblivion and Skyrim. It's like, even while I'm playing Oblivion now, I'm sort of thinking, man, I'd like to do this build in Skyrim as well. Where were we going? No, it wasn't Leyawind, was it? The Skingrad, over here. Skingrad is here. It's not showing us where we need to go, but we'll go Westgate. I'm not sure what skill I'm using at the moment to get endurance. Probably heavy armor and block. So I'm definitely using both of those. Oh, that's right. This city is in some...
Good afternoon.
It's laid out.
Hail.
Yes? The Bosmer. I've seen him at the Westweald Tavern. Been there for days, from what I hear. Better go see him. Go hurt something.
Go hurt something. The Westweald Tavern. No, that's the traders. Did I have anything to sell? No. the only thing I would want to buy from the traders... Oh, it's closed. Because it...
How are you? Sorry, you want me? I'm Shamgro Yarog, the Count's butler. I ask myself, do I like you enough to tell you about this?
Okay.
Stop talking!
Yeah, whatever. I wanted to go in there and buy stuff, but they're not open. All things alchemical. Hammer and tongs. Where's this pub? Is it on the other side of town? Maybe it is. How am I doing for my level anyway? Only about halfway there. It's not good. No, it looks like this pub is on the first side of town that I was on. I was just looking in the wrong spot. What is that stuff? Oh, it's a vineyard. It's a wine press. There you go. Oh, it was right out. Of course it's right outside the bloody Fighters Guild. No fighter worth his salt is going to walk halfway across town
Hello
for a
there.
drink.
Have you... What is it, brother? They send you to find me? Defaulted? I suppose so. I'm not paid enough to do the job. I was supposed to find Brennus Astus's journal. That was my job. They said it was in Fallen Rock Cave. You ever been in there? Didn't think so. I'm not going back. Not for that kind of money. If you care that much, you go find it. The contract's yours. It's not worth it for what the guild is paying. I've got a family to think about. Whatever.
If I remember rightly, that's a cave full of undead. So, I'm going to do a couple of things. First of all, I'm going to snoop around in here. I don't think it's likely that there's going to be silver weapons just sitting around for the taking here, but you never know. Iron, iron. What's downstairs? And just a whole bunch of iron stuff. Iron, iron. Clogs, calipers, shovel, calipers, silver plate. No, won't bother. Repair hammer I will take. Yeah, out of my way, thank you. Ginkgo leaf. Okay.
It is a privilege.
If you...
Pick. Some gold.
I see.
Good day. These guys is a blades
Amals of the Fighters Guild.
No.
Go to it.
I'm Parwin of the Fighters Guild. I'm not a great archer. Go hurt something.
I'm in the Fighters Guild, yes. I can show you some new things.
Block. Sure.
Let's see if we... You've got a lot. Knowledge is the... You've got a lot. Bye.
That gives you my level. Those aren't beds, so I'll go upstairs. Let's just quickly check here. I feel like that was worthwhile. Money well spent. But I could be wrong.
Hail!
Hail! Let's just rest for an hour. Let's see what happens. Yes, I can do strength, intelligence, and this time I think I will do... No, I'm going to do willpower again, because I think I need... I want to sort of get willpower and endurance as the other two that I continually level. So what's my mana up to now? 110. My magicka, sorry. I don't expect there to be a silver blade around here anywhere, but I'm going to look just in case, because I'm going to have to go and buy one. Regardless. Ooh, I'll take all of that. Nothing in there. Nothing I want in those. What's in here? Yeah. Just take them. Iron short sword, iron war axe. Won't worry about them. I mean, they're not much they're not much worse really than the sword, the other armor and stuff that I did pick up. But steel dagger definitely. Inkwell. Nothing I want there. A couple of gold. Okay. Gotta go and find a blacksmith, sell this, and see. I got no problems on my end, Arbiter. Everything's showing excellent bit rate, no skipped frames, so sorry about that. But we're all good here.
Hello.
Are you open yet? You are not. Okay, so there's a bug there. But that's okay, because we're going to come in here.
Not so loud, please.
Oh, that's right. You've got
Let's do business.
Do you? You don't have any silver weapons. Damn it! I need a silver weapon if I'm going into that dungeon.
That's
I can probably get by without it.
You've made a good bit of gold.
Because I do have spells,
Thank
but I
you
just
for
don't
your
know
patronage. I'm pretty handy.
I just don't know
You
how
too.
well I'm going to be able to handle it without a silver weapon. Could go to another city to see whether I can buy them. I think for now I'll go to the dungeon and just have a look and see what it's like. My level is 4 or 5? 4. Yeah. Okay. And yep, this is generally the direction I need to go. I think it's best to go this way. Wrong one. That one. Light going. And because we did a level up, let's get the helmet going. And cross country, I think. That is just a deer. It looked weird for some reason. So the skeletons aren't going to be a problem. I really didn't think they would be. It's the zombies that I think are in. Yeah, it's the zombies that I'm pretty sure are in here that are going to actually be a problem. Nothing up there. Got a chest up here. Steel warhammer, some arrows and gold. Okay, we got an exit that way. We got an exit over there. Got something we can't get through here. Let's get some light on the situation. Oh, hello there. Ow! Steel axe. I don't know why, but for some reason I want to go this way first. Okay. Well, I think in my previous playthrough, I must have already found a silver weapon by this point. That's locked, but my spell's not going to be good enough. So, grab a lockpick. Blade. Okay, so we've done this location. This is the guy that I'm concerned about. There we go. He would have been much easier with the silver weapon, but I don't have one. Well, actually, I think back at the castle I've got a silver axe, but because I'm not spec'd into blunt, it'll do very little damage. And I don't want to spec into blunt, is the main thing. shooting at me? Yes, they are. He's over there. Okay. Let's heal up. Hopefully he won't move into a position to attack just yet. While I see him, let's do that. Grab that. Grab all of that. Where's the zombie? Mort flesh. There is nothing up there. An easy chest, which is not that easy because I've got to use a lockpick for it. So I mentioned before about how I saw a video yesterday that talked about the petty differences between Oblivion and Skyrim, and how the cities in Skyrim seem much smaller than those in Oblivion. One of the other things that it mentioned was the combat. And it's something that I had noticed, but hadn't really sort of, I suppose, I don't know, articulated to myself or whatever. But in Skyrim, in that battle where I just did all of that, I blocked, and then I attacked. And he attacked at the same time as I did after I blocked. And it staggered me back a little bit. And that's the thing in this game. It seems like in here, more than normally happens in Skyrim, if you are in combat like that and you get staggered, the stagger is a lot different from what it is in Skyrim. I mean, it is possible to get staggered in Skyrim, but it doesn't seem to happen anywhere near as much, and it doesn't seem to have as much of an effect on you when you do get staggered. When you get staggered in here, you really get staggered. And... oh! And so what it means is that in this, blocking is way more important. Like, if I wanted to play... I have wanted to play this exact same character in Skyrim. And what ended up happening was... I went, well, I really can't do it quite the way I wanted to, because A, if you've got a two-handed sword, you cannot... if you've got a two-handed sword, you cannot cast spells at the same time. You've got to put the sword away. So that's issue number one. Issue number two is that even if you do... find a way, you know, even if you do manage to continually put your weapon away, cast your spell, get your weapon back out, and you can time all of that and work all of that out. Well, no, sorry, no, what I meant, no, that's not right. The other option in that scenario is to use a one-handed weapon with a spell in the other hand. As soon as you do that, you can't block. And that's a huge problem, right? You just have to suck it up and take damage. And I thought for the longest time that what I would do in that situation is I would put the shield spell into my offhand, yeah. And I would use that to block. But apparently that doesn't work. Now, I could be wrong, but my understanding is that shield spell only shields you from magical attacks and not from physical attacks. So you can't, in Skyrim, having a spell in one hand and a weapon in the other just will not work if you want to be able to block. You can put the spell away and then switch over to you can put the spell away and then you can switch over to blocking because you no longer have the spell in your hand. So you can have a one-handed weapon and you can take the spell out of your hand and make your hand empty, which will then allow you to block with the other hand. I don't understand that. It is really weird, but I'm sure there was a reason why they came up with that mechanic. Yeah, Oblivion is really good in that way, that you can do all of that stuff. But I don't know, in some ways I enjoy the combat in Skyrim. Not better, but I do enjoy it, even though there are those limitations. So I am definitely thinking that I would like to do this build. I've tried to do this sort of build in Skyrim, and I've always ummed and ahed about doing it with weapons and what weapons to use, and I've always wanted to use a two-handed sword and realised that you can't in Skyrim. And I've tried loading mods. Yeah, it is part of the dual-wielding mechanic. And I've tried, there are some mods that supposedly work to allow you to block while you're dual-wielding and all that stuff, and I always had problems with them getting them to work, although I've done a few things recently to make my Skyrim a little bit more stable, or at least hopefully more stable, so maybe I could try it again. Not that I'm really desperate to try it again, because I think what I want to do is I want to do a one-handed sword and a spell, and just suck it up, basically. Heavy armor, and just, you know, combination of heavy armor to protect you, restoration, maybe including some skin spells, you know, the alteration skin spells, or are they alteration or are they conjuration? Whichever one they are, it doesn't matter. Some of those to help improve things, and do it that way. I've gone to the wrong side of town. Damn it.
Over here!
No, I'm not doing that. You're a loony. Get away from me. I'm not doing your quest. I'm not interested in it.
Hi!
Keep that loony away from me. Tell you what, if he comes through that door, he's getting a spell in the face. I wouldn't actually do that, but the guy, I don't think I searched that chest. The guy's a loony. I haven't done his quest, but I know about it. And I know that the guy is a complete loony. And I'm not interested in doing the quest. I think I really should just wait until morning. So is one of these beds spare? Can I just, you know, rest for 5 hours? Looks like I can. Well, see, I only first started playing Skyrim late last year. Like, end of November last year, I think it was.
How are you? So, I'm rather late to the party. I'm not even supposed to be here. I'm supposed to... My quest is to go... I could go back to Maglia, but I'm just going to go back to here. Can I get out the door and get into the map before that idiot talks to me? I wish there was a back door out of here.
That quest was in Shadenhall? I think so. I'm trying to remember. It was either Shadenhall or Coral. It was Coral, damn it. Yeah, it was Coral. Okay. Yeah. There was the marker on the map. You didn't look at that, Tony. The marker on the map. Yeah, well, it's actually interesting to, you know, the athletics no longer being there and not being able to jump around like this, like the acrobatics and athletics, not being able to jump around like an idiot in here. I still felt that when you jumped in Skyrim,
why are you talking to me?
It was.
You've got the journal. Good. So what happened in Skyrim?
Yeah, it was interesting. It was good. Not good enough. The thing is, I feel, I was only thinking about this yesterday, I feel there are numerous places in the world, in Skyrim, where you can get stuck. And I seem to find most of them when I was just wandering around doing things. But I feel like if you had the acrobatics, athletics, jumping thing that exists in Oblivion, you'd never get stuck like that. Because you seem to be able to, if there's a place here in the world where I feel like, oh no, am I stuck? I just jump and I get out of it.
He didn't. This doesn't sit well with me. Not well at all. Still, the job got done. Let's hope your friend Maglia...
Oops, I said the wrong thing. Actually, you know what? I'm going to reload that. That is not what I wanted to say.
Why are you... You've got the... You did it? I'll be talking to Maglia soon. I don't need one wet ear covering for another. Still, the job got done. Here's the reward. Back for more work, are you? Good. Some of our boys are causing trouble in Leowin. Looks bad for the guild. I'm sorry. Some of your brothers have been getting rowdy at the local tavern. I've got no problem with cutting loose, but I don't like it when we all look bad. You're looking for Relian, Vantus Prelius, and Dubak Groshok. I haven't had any trouble with them before, so find out what's going on. I'll be waiting.
Sure you will.
What is it?
Leowin. Go to the west gate, I think. Ah, good. Early enough in the morning that I can sell stuff. For once.
The dividing line between a live hero and a dead one is a... Because... What can I interest you in?
Destream's Cleaver.
Let's... You've got... Let's... A good... You drive... A good... A good price. Thank you for your... Let me take a look at what you've got. Goodbye.
I'm Itar. Say, did you hear? He said... Let's see if we can't teach you. There are some folks causing trouble, that's for sure. Farewell.
There's probably a few other things that I need to sell. Oh, just that ring, really. Oh, and that stuff. So there's going to be another trader around. Oh, yeah, best goods guaranteed.
Gundala's guarantee. There are some folks cause... Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Only a small backpack still. I want bigger than that.
An excellent bargain. Come back and see me again.
Don't think I've actually checked out that letter. Let me just have a quick look at that. Oh, that's right.
Take care.
Have I found... I have. Five Falls Lodge is just back here. Can't remember what this quest was.
What do you want? Get out!
It's not wise. I don't think so. I'll tell you what real trouble is. It's trying to pay my debtors when there's no work. It's my wife taking in wash to buy food. That's been the state of things since the Blackwood Company began moving in. I spit on them. Mercenaries sent by the Emperor to reclaim territory in Black Marsh. When they failed, they came back and set up shop. They've been undercutting us on contracts ever since, and they've no qualms about accepting jobs no guild member would be caught dead doing. A brilliant idea. Orion only sends his best these days. Tell you, jobs would be great. Too bad no one is... There's an orc named Mazoga up at the castle. Claims she's a knight. Doesn't look like one to me. Much obliged, my friend.
Your Fighters Guild. They have caused trouble here as well. But they... Causing trouble? Jobs around here? Make them leave now.
Yeah.
I'll snap you in half, little man.
Working on it. Now, there was... I got jobs for these guys from someone in town. I'm trying to remember who it was. It was her.
My name is Margart. Professionally, I'm a trade consultant. I offer advanced mercantile training, by the way. But my real passion is alchemy. I love brewing up new and interesting potions, just for fun. It's a pity my busy consulting and training schedule leaves me little time for gathering ingredients. And heavens forfend that my husband, Itar, devote a few minutes from his all-consuming hobby stirring up trouble between Khajiits and Argonians to help me find ingredients. I suppose I've got something I could use the guild's help with. I need ogre teeth and minotaur horn for my alchemy experiments. They're tough to get, but I prefer fresh, and I'll pay well. And I just don't trust those Blackwood Company folks to find them. Well, I'm not sure about you either. Tell you what, if you bring me back 5 portions of ectoplasm, I'll give my business to the guild. That's my offer. Farewell.
So the thing is, I know what I did last time to ultimately get those. Just not sure if I'm ready to do that yet or not. Last time, there's a mission here with a wandering ghost who leads you on a trail all the way over to here. And in there is a boat, I think it's here, there's a boat, a shipwreck with a bunch of ghosts on it, and that got me all the ectoplasm I needed to complete this quest. But when I did that, I had a silver claymore. I don't believe I still have, well, that was last playthrough, I don't believe I have any, the only silver weapon I've got back at base here, I think, is a silver axe. And as I've said before, I don't want to use it because I don't want to level it blunt.
How are you today?
See, I've got the silver war axe, but that's really it. Actually, let's get rid of some of these. Go back into Coral and sell these. Although it's going to be the middle of the night, so I'm going to have to wait.
Do you ever spend time in the Oak Enclosure?
I've had many meals at the Oak Enclosure.
No, that's what I want. Need to make it 10 hours. It's not going to be quite enough. Because I doubt you'll be open yet. You don't open till 8. None of this up with the sun for these city dwellers.
What do you want? I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil. You... That seems... That's a fine transaction. A pleasure to serve you.
Was it really? I don't know that it sounded like it really was. Let's come to this other one over here and sell whatever else we got. Mostly clothes, I think. Maybe I should do some Mage Guild
I don't
quests.
mean to. I
Until
offer
I can
the
get a
finest
silver
goods
weapon.
and lowest prices in all. That seems... You got a... That's a good... That's a... And... And... A pleasure to serve you. Take care.
Don't know where to do that. Haven't ever done that mission before.
What do you... There's been some terrible trouble at the chapel in Anvil. Take care.
You'll always get a... Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you. Bye.
So that's the Fighters Guild. Let's have a look at this guy.
Take a chop. What can I interest you in? Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
Flame touch is doing fire damage, 25 points on touch. Heat shell, frost shell, electric shell, summon ghost, major dispel, soul trap. Really nothing all that interesting.
You too.
Don't know what you were saying you two about, but sure. That's right, this is the place that's got the archery place over here, isn't it?
Well met.
Not that I'm doing archery, but let's go have a look and see what they've got. I meant to say this in the other episode. The Archer's Paradox is not what they think it is.
The Archer's Paradox. Because a perfect arrow flies forever, and that's impossible. I'm Danelan, and I have no perfect arrows.
No. The Archer's Paradox is actually because the arrow, you rest it against the limb of the bow, and as you draw back, the pressure, it's actually putting pressure and pushing it against the bow. And because the bow, unless you've got a bow with a cutout in it and a shelf that you can rest the arrow on, if you're just resting it on the top of your, where is it? If you're just resting it on the top of your hand on the bow, then if you aim by putting the tip of the arrow on where you want to hit, it will not hit there. Because what it will actually do is it'll flex around the bow and then it'll wobble back and forth through the air. So you actually, it doesn't go straight. When it's on the rest, when it's resting on your hand, when you sight down the arrow, it will always go to the right or the left. You know. But it won't ever hit it. And that's the arrow. That's the Archer's Paradox. The arrow actually bends as it gets released. It flexes and bends around the shaft of the bow. That is the true Archer's Paradox.
Weapons. I have it all. How may I help you?
Only silver arrows. Oh, excuse me.
Good day.
Which is annoying, because I want a silver sword. That's all I want. A silver sword so I can go and kill these ghosts and get some ectoplasm to complete this quest. And I can't do that because no one will sell me a silver sword. Fighters Guild was back this way, wasn't it? Let's just quickly jump into the Fighters Guild and see if they've got
hello.
anything to anything that I can sell.
Good afternoon.
Iron Warhammer, Iron Claymores. You're the hand-to-hand trainer. Actually, I'll take the steel arrows.
How do you do? I'm Tadros Hella, Smith of the Breville Fighters Guild chapter. Armor, weapons, I have it all. How may I help you? You too.
Go ahead, please. Go hurt
Hello
something.
there.
Do you have guild matters to discuss?
Absolutely.
It's always a pleasure to hear Uravasa Osvelas speak.
She is very well spoken. I understand.
Go on.
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
I understand Daedra worship.
It seems Somerset Isle has become a much more dangerous place.
Oh, that's what I've been looking for. Medium backpack. There we go. That's fine. Good. Okay, no silver weapons. A little disappointing, but not unsurprising.
How do you do?
Something I can do for you?
Keep your eyes on City Swimmer. I don't know where she goes when she's not in the canals.
Oh, yeah, there is. I was going to say, I didn't think there was an underground training area, but there is. Iron claymores. I seriously doubt there's going to be silver weapons in here, but... things like repair hammers, not going to turn down. And of course, the odd steel weapon, and the odd, what's the name, backpack. Steel weapons. Search all of that. Yeah, I feel like I'd hit.
Hi there.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
I heard that the Kvatch guard...
I'm listening.
Is there any other, like, blacksmith in the town apart from the archery one? Can't remember if there is or not. Mage's Guild. And this is just the chapel. So there's not going to be anything over that way.
Good afternoon. How do you do?
I wish I could remember where I found the silver weapon last time. I mean, it's no guarantee it'd still, excuse me, still be there, but it just feels like if I knew where it was, things would not be so bad. Okay, I think I'm going to head back to my sort of base up here in Battlehorn Castle. And we're going to call it a day. I just did that. So thank you everyone for joining me for this. I'm happy where it's going. This quest is not going to go very much further until I can find a silver weapon, because I'm not going to go through all of that. I know how hard it is to kill those ghosts without silver weapons. So I'm probably, in our next episode, going to start on the mage quest line and do a few things on that until I can get a silver weapon going. It'll also give me a chance to get some new spells, hopefully. So, hopefully you will join me for that, and I will see you all then. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.